Don't put everything into one person. And I learned that I think I've really built my self-esteem up until my 20s. And even then, it was very materialistic. Herro Hi, welcome back. If you're new, Nikaib, thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching it. Thank you for the love on the last video. It's given a warm welcome. It's given I miss you. Yeah, thank you so much. I was reading the comments at work and I was like, what a blessing. Yeah. So today we are still confessing. Yeah. So I'm going to talk about self-esteem and friendships separately but also intertwined, because you know my mind is always jumping. So I feel like as a believer, when it comes to my self-esteem, it's not what it should be. I know I talk about this often, and I want to get to the point where I don't talk about low self-esteem, emotional baggage. What? I'm actually tired. So if you're also tired of hearing about it, I'm sorry. So let me get to the root of the issue, because you know that's what I love. I feel like being bullied. I feel like not growing up in my own country. I feel like, yeah, those are the reasons for, some of the reasons for my low self-esteem. And I'm a very words of affirmation person when it comes to my love language. So when it comes to people's words and opinions of me, I just soak it up. I really do soak that up. Because I just think, if you don't mean it, why would you say it? And if you meant it, you'd say it. Do you get it? Do you understand? So something that I've had to really wrestle with in my faith is really believing that, yeah, Bible says you're fearfully and wonderfully made, you know. God knows the number of hairs on your head. Yeah, I don't even have edges. So what's going on there? Yeah. But I do really feel like a big issue for me is cultural beauty standards. Long hair, hips, bum, flat tummy, no waist. And it's like, it's not really adapting. You get me? And I should really understand that one nation can be so varied. Like, not everyone should and could look the same, you know? And I remember when I was in Rwanda last time, I was like, there hasn't the colorism in Rwanda. There hasn't even been a dark skin. When I say dark skin, Miss Rwanda. And people were like, no, there has been. So yeah, I feel like most of my beauty standard issues are connected to culture. And even to this day, people still tell me I don't look Rwandan. So it's like, how is that helping me? How is that meant to help me? So I'm really trying to get to the point where I don't care what people think. Because deep it, this is how God has made each and every one of us. And I don't think he regrets how he made us. So it's almost even offensive to get to a point where you're displeased with how you're looking, because it's like you're telling God you didn't do a good job. It's not well done. It's not a round of applause. And I don't think that's how it should be. So, and you know, everything stems back to childhood. So yeah, like I was bullied. I grew up in very white surroundings. My African parents were not telling me, Udimiza, you're beautiful, you're so cutie, you know. And then when I was in secondary school, I was always the friend. I was never the girl that everybody wants. I was the friend on the sideline. I'm the friend that the guys are talking to me about the girls that they like. So that didn't really help my self-esteem. I don't think I've really built my self-esteem up until my 20s. And even then, it was very materialistic. Like, I always say this, make the best of what you have. So it's like, okay, I got to the point where I can buy the clothes that I like. I can buy the hair that I want. I can, you know, build up my jewelry collection, build up my perfume collection. And it's like all this external work. Although I do feel like when I came to Christ, God healed me a lot emotionally. So it's like, okay, we're undoing the bullying. We're undoing the lack of affirmation. And it's like, yeah, absolutely. I've come far. I don't have a disgustingly low self-esteem. But I'm confessing that I don't think it's as healthy as it could or should be. I'm holding this thing here, like I'm pausing. I want to tell you the products I'm using. So I used a Revolution matte and fix primer. It's going to be a long day, so I need the skin to be Sibja. And then I'm using a concealer and a dewy skin tint that are very similar to my skin tone. Instead of using a heavy foundation, I just mix the two. So yeah, I feel like it's not as healthy as it could be, but I've come so far. I've come so far when it comes to my self-esteem. So I'm very, very grateful to the Lord for that, because I do know that it's God. It's God that has helped me with my low self-esteem. So we're working on that. And I remember reading that you're so used to seeing your own reflection that you just don't even think you're anything cute or special or anything else. And other people are looking like, wow, she's gorgeous. You are their Pinterest. You're saved. You are screenshotted in their phone. But because you see yourself every day, you don't clack it. So we gotta clack it. Because there's only so much affirmation that others can give you to the point where it really enters your brain and you believe it. You have to do the work. I have to do the work. And for me, something that has been helping me with my self-esteem is reading the word and just opening my eyes to how much God comes through for me. Guys, there's things I'm like, for example, I live alone. Hey, I shouldn't be telling the internet I live alone. I live in my I've said it before, I live alone. So moving out and having my own space has been such an answered prayer. Because guys, I was 30 and a 2, like still living at home, still like very baby girl. And moving out has made me big mama, 10 toes down. And it's like only God could have done that. Because as I was doing the application process, it was literally God that helped me get this place. Because on paper, it should not have been the case that I got this apartment. Like, it's not easy to get an apartment. In this UK economy, it's not easy to have an apartment. And a nice one at that. So, yeah, something that really helps me to understand that God loves me. He's providing for me. He's got me. Like, most things that I want, I do actually get them. Even though it's delayed, I get it. So it's like, of course, I'm delightful to the Lord, and so are you. So I think it's about changing the mindset, changing the perspective, and realizing that it's actually just flesh, like it's just a body. So me feeling like, oh, my worth is connected to how I look and da. I do believe in pretty privilege, and anyone that doesn't is just lying. Pretty privilege? People treat you differently if you are a gorgeous, gorgeous girl. So, yeah, it's like there's all these realities in the world. Pretty privilege, I personally believe that the smaller you are, the further you go. It's let's not even have that discussion. But yeah, I feel like there are certain things in place in this world that dictate how life will be, But it's like, let's come higher. Let's go further. I don't think people in the Bible were caring about their looks, I mean, Esther, she was beautified and it opened doors for her. But primarily the favor of God was upon her. So I'm trying to really, when it comes to my self-esteem, shift my focus and be like, girl, can you pray? Can you slay your demon? Are you reliable? Okay. And to be honest, I'm not ugly, so I don't understand why I'm sad or it affects me or it's gotten to me all these years. But that's life, innit? Everyone has their own struggles. For you, you're thinking I'm mad, but maybe you have other issues that would not ever concern me. Simple. So yeah, that is that. And then when it comes to my friendships, I am someone who, I feel like your friends can really be your family. Yeah? Your friends can be the family that you have chosen. And growing up, we were always moving. This concealer is looking wild. This is a real coverage one I'm using today. Wow, girl. Money girl. Please, it's just e.l.f. The e.l.f. is actually, wow, I need to go back to using this regularly. e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Shade Deep Olive. That girl. Wow, I'm blessed. Back to the topic. Growing up, we were moving a lot. So I built up this protect myself, you know, don't get too attached to people, because I used to get comfortable. We're living in one area, let's say for 2 years. The next week, my parents are telling me we're moving to another city. Pack your bag. Hey! So I built up a defense mechanism to, okay, like, I'm gonna get close to you. I'm gonna let you know how much I care about you. I'm gonna know so much about you, but you're not really gonna know that much about me, babes. It's like us, even to this day, like, people talk to me as if they've known me for 10 years. Yeah, what do you know about me? Like, deeply, what do you know about me? Unless you're genuinely like my deep friend. So I have the ability. Is this X-Men? I have the ability for people to really open up to me. Which I think is a blessing in terms of like ministry and, you know, being able to help people and pray for them and be empathetic. But unless you're really, really like my deep friend, you're not gonna know that much, babes. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I just know that I can get close to people, but I won't necessarily let them get that close to me. But I think I've worked on that. In retrospect, I think I've worked on that since my childhood. So we thank God for that. Because I remember people used to get offended. They were like, you know so much about me. I know nothing about you. And I'm like, girl, are you asking the questions? I've gone over my eyebrow and it's now disappeared. It died. Yeah. So that's that. We used to move a lot when I was younger. This is crazy scenes, bro. Who does that? So I used to keep people at a real arm's length in order to protect myself from opening up. I think we're gonna be friends forever, and then I have to move city, move country, what. But yeah, I think I've worked on that now. My main issue in terms of friendships and as a believer is that I have in the past made somebody my everything. This is my best friend. When you see her, you see me. Anything she needs, I'm there. Anything your family need, I'm there. Like, I'm a very devoted, pour my everything into one person kind of person. And I don't think that's healthy. It has not worked out for me personally. So I saw how I'm able to not put someone on a pedestal, but it's like, you're here and my other friends are here. Because I'm so honored, so blessed, so happy that you have chosen me to be your best friend. Connected to self-esteem. Do you think? I think. So, the thing of having a best friend, personally for me, has not worked out. And I have to take responsibility. And this is why I'm confessing. Because I think I squeeze the person. I almost suffocate. Because I'm like, please don't leave me. Please make sure that we're on the same page. Like, it's given anxious attachment, respectfully. It's given anxious attachment because, like, I just want you around forever. And nobody likes to be suffocated, guys. So that's why I say it hasn't worked out for me, because I'm thinking, you have other friends. Why? I'm here. I'm thinking, you have time for other people. How? I'm here. And that is so unhealthy. And I really struggled with that in my 20s. But God set me free, and God blessed me with strong female friends who have been able to just show me that one person cannot be your everything, and they shouldn't be. You can't put that pressure on one person. Like, it's not nice. It's not nice. So having a variety of friends who, okay, maybe I can go shopping with you, I can talk about perfumes with you, I can, church with you. Like, spread it out, babes. Don't put everything into one person. And I learned that the hard way, but I think it was a necessary and a beautiful lesson, because now, guys, me, I'll never lack when it comes to friendships. I have friends in every corner. And it's a blessing. So if you are like me and you're very like squeezed and anxious, and I think allow God to just widen your circle and not place everything into one person, because I don't think it's healthy, personally. That's just me personally. Some of you have wicked friends. Yeah. Some of you, your self-esteem is in the bin because of your friends. They don't include you. They talk about you behind your back. They don't speak well of you. They don't encourage you. They don't celebrate you. Please dig deep and ask yourself, why am I allowing this in my life? Because you know it. You're not blind to it. It's just that you're hoping that things will change. Are we seeing how this is blurring me? Wow. I'm using the Primark foundation press powder in shade Hazel. I like using a foundation powder as my to set my concealer. I just think it's more coverage. Instead of like a loose powder, just use a foundation powder. Hack. Sorry. I was going for no makeup, but the makeup is here. Focus. So yeah, I see how some people suffer in their friendships in terms of, oh, like, they're not really there for me. My friends don't really like me. They don't really care for me. I don't think I've had that. It's me I am the problem, and I think I demand a lot. I desire a lot. But then it's like, is it a lot? But it is a lot. Girl, it's a lot, okay? So that's something I have to work on myself. And I do genuinely sit down with God and I'm like, God, this is what's going on in my friendships. Help me. And I think sometimes we think, oh, only talk to God about your prayer life or fasting, or include God in everything, please. I believe that he cares. I believe he's interested, So yeah, I talk to God and I'm like, the friendships are not friending, or, this person said this, or where did I go wrong in this, And I do believe I've learned from this. I was with one of my friends for dinner this week and she was like, babe, you've come so far. Girl, you come so far when it comes to your friendships. So that is also encouraging, knowing that the ones that know me have known me, been knowing me. She's known me for 10 plus years. And she was like, you've come so far when it comes to your friendships. So don't feel bad. I feel like I need to do a light blush. I was going to do liquid, but I'm just going to do powder. And I use eyeshadow. I use an eyeshadow palette. I have done for years for my blush. I just think it makes a lot of sense. Sorry, I can't talk and do blush. And I'm gonna be generous with my blush. Okay, that's enough, please. Small highlight. Okay, guys. I feel like that's what I wanted to say. I want to encourage you to dig deep. I'm such a know why you do what you do person. In order for us to really flourish and become who God wants us to be, we gotta know what's not working, what's not correct. So if you are someone that has been, you know, going through it, because I said to myself, okay, I've had a few friendship breakups. Okay, 2. 2 mega ones. And it's like, I'm the common denominator. Do you get it? So I have to take responsibility and ask myself, where did I go wrong? If you keep thinking it's everyone else, babe, no. It can't be everyone else every time. Do you get it? It can't be everyone else every time. Also sit down with the Lord. Do you need to journal? Do you need to listen to worship music and shift the atmosphere so that you can really enter the presence of God and cry? Some of us are not crying enough anymore. Cry out to the Lord. Be on your knees. Be on your face and say, God, shift my life. Because friendships are so important. I should have said this in the start. Friendships are so important. It's not good for man to be alone. I don't believe that's correlated only to relationships. It's not good for man to be alone. As iron sharpens iron, there's a friend that sticks closer to a brother. The Bible talks about friendships so much. Why are you thinking it's not important? Why are you thinking, oh, I can be alone? Here, I'm just one man show, one man island. No. That's a defense mechanism. That's a trauma response. We need the girlies and the boys, you know? We need each other. So please, that's why I'm making this video. I should have even started with that one. But yeah, please don't be out here thinking that you don't need anyone. Baby. Yeah. And I know how much friendships can hurt. Me, I know. But I remember someone said, the same ones that hurt you. It's like people have hurt you, but then God will use people to heal you. So please, take it to the Lord. Bring it up if you feel like this is something that's actually important to you, or you're wrestling with it, you're tussling with the Lord, tussling in your life. Take it to God. Because you'll be so surprised how God can bring fresh people into your life you never thought. You think, oh yeah, my circle's good, I'm set. You haven't met everyone that will love you yet. Even last year, I'm sure you made some new friends. So, and if you haven't, because I know it's hard to meet good people, this one I know, pray about it. Pray about it. I keep saying this, don't keep your prayers only for one area of your life. Take it to the Lord. Tell him, Papa, I want new friends, praise. Ship. Next day delivery, yes. So yeah, I feel like I've yapped. I've yapped today. But I really hope that you gained something from this video. And this is my confession, you know. And I know that by the end of the year, I'm not going to have these same issues. I'm not going to have these same concerns. My heart will not be heavy about the same things. It's like we're going higher. Can't be taking the same battles to the next level. So yeah, I really hope that this video has helped someone. And I'm praying for you. If you need healing, God's got you. If you need restoration, God's got you. And I really believe that our esteem is getting better as we open our hearts to the Lord and allow him to do what he has to do. It's gonna work out. So yeah. If you made it this far, God bless you, because I've really yapped. It's giving FaceTime session at this point. But yeah, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Can you leave a flower? Can I call you Rose? Can I call you Rose? Yeah, let's leave a flower, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Like, share, and subscribe. Send this to any of your friends. Oh my gosh, someone put like a clip of my video on her WhatsApp status, and I just wanted to cry. I just said, good people exist. Like, it's just so encouraging. So yeah, thank you. And I'll see you soon. Bisous, bye.